14 पोलिंग स्टेशन पे बहुत प्रयास लोग कर रहे हैं अच्छा करने का। जी सर, कहीं पर क्रैश भी बना,
गौरव सर देखो
ताकि जो महिला
कर दिया मैंने।
बच्चों को साथ में लेके वो भी उनको they feel very kind of a
हो गया
congenial environment.
बैठ गया।
As you might recall, we have also started a practice to encourage our youth who are not so much into, there is some kind of youth apathy which we are struggling. तो हमने जो हमारे यंग एम्प्लॉइज हैं उनके माध्यम से भी जो अभी ये गुजरात और हिमाचल में भी ये प्रक्रिया अपनाई थी, तो उसको आगे बढ़ाते हुए गाड़ी का कितना मेरे अच्छा यंग एम्प्लॉइज के द्वारा मैनेज Needless to say that in all the polling stations we will have 100% ensured minimum facilities which include all of them.
अरे यहाँ की भी आवाज़ जा रही है, ये माइक बंद कर दीजिए।
Water, electricity, toilet, and there would be a volunteer to help our PWD workers and also our senior citizens. Needless to say that if somebody has by chance does not have Epic card, any of these 12 documents can be used. We are just showing it to you so that you can popularize them, put them on through your mediums also. As usual, we would like to again mention you that we salute our heroes of democracy. These are our 80 plus and 100 plus voters. And to give you a glimpse of the beautiful states of Tripura, Meghalaya and Nagaland, these are our old voters, very respected voters, very happy voters. It's a very happy feeling to talk to them whenever we go. And the form 12D would be available to them in these 3 states also from the 5th day onwards after nomination. And as usual, our entire team will go and take their vote with a full security, in which the polling parties will go and the polling agents of the candidates would also be allowed to accompany. Again, this would be applicable to 2600 100 plus of our centenarian voters. The candidates or their agents would all go together, can go accompany to the house of the voter so that there is no allegation of any compromise. Just to mention here, फेक न्यूज़ थोड़ा फैलाने वाले भी नए नए तरीके ढूंढते हैं. तो अभी पिछले इलेक्शन में एक एक्सपीरियंस आया था कि किसी ने कहा एक कमरे में बूथ बना के और एक वीडियो चलाई कि ये वोटर्स को ओल्ड एज के कंप्रोमाइज़ हो गया, वोट कोई और डाल रहा है. तो इंक्वायरी कराई तो पता लगा कि वो तो कोई और जगह थी. तो हमने इसके लिए एक नया और रास्ता निकाला है. वो जैसे जैसे नए तरीके ढूंढते हैं हम भी काउंटर करते हैं. तो हमारा तरीका निकाला है कि जो भी घर में जाएंगे, अब जो पोलिंग कंपार्टमेंट सेट करेंगे उसमें असेंबली नंबर भी लिखा रहेगा स्टिकर के रूप में, सो दैट कोई अगर फेक चलाने की कोशिश भी करता है तो एटलीस्ट वो एक ही जगह का होगा. पूरे उसमें तो हमें मालूम ही नहीं हुआ कि किस कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी की बात कर रहे हैं. सो नाउ द कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी नंबर and booth number will also be pasted on the compartment so that we are sure that there is no fakeness into this, if at all there is a photo. So there would be a sticker attached to this. Friends, there would be 31,700 PWD voters. And these, as I mentioned, they also have the same facility. Ramps are being constructed. And another thing which we want to report to you, we are making another effort. The drinking water, electricity, ramp, why not get them permanently in these schools through the medium of our elections? So we are insisting everywhere that please do not create temporary facilities to the extent possible. In any case, let this be a gift to the schools from the election process, that they get separate toilets for boys and girls, electricity, furniture, and the ramp for the students who could be otherwise suffering, having any kind of disability. So budgets are being sanctioned by all these states, and we have been promised that they will try and get the permanent structures to the extent possible, so that we don't review all the time, and we guarantee that all our polling stations, the schools are now PWD friendly with electricity and with toilets. The Commission has also, as you know, provided the Saksham app, they can book any facility which they want, from the volunteers to the tricycle or whatever they want, wheelchair, that can also be made available. दिल्ली में बैठ के हम लोग जब इलेक्शंस की बात करते हैं तो एक डिफरेंट पिक्चर नज़र में आती है. तो इन दिस प्रेजेंटेशन एंड टू मेक इट लिटिल मोर grounded, we are trying to show you how it looks where the elections are going to happen, and how tough it is, how different it is from our perspective, how difficult it is to conduct election in these states for the personals who are involved in this. You would see the polling station on the slide here. This is at the top of a foothill called the Mount Saramati in Nagaland. And you can imagine how difficult would it be for the polling parties to go. The second one which you are seeing is very interesting. This is on the border of Myanmar, and the line, the division line, passes through the house of the head of the village. So his house is half this side, half this side. So that's the interesting picture we thought we'll show you to make it little more visually appealing to you. How they conduct elections in places like Meghalaya. Please see how difficult it is. Somewhere there are temporary booths, temporary bridges of bamboo which are made. I'll show you a small video how do they walk this time. Look at the next slide, in which polling stations and families in Tripura. This is from Tripura. Half them going by kind of boats and into the inhabited, less habited, inaccessible islands also. So friends, imagine the BLOs, the polling personals who go and get involved in this activity. Forests, tough terrains, the bridges which are temporary, hill areas. And what happens? They actually deserve our appreciation. So this is what I wanted to brief and show you this. Friends, just to take you a little back, in last 2 years we have had assembly elections to 13 states, starting from Bihar during the pandemic to the last in Himachal and Gujarat. There were 6.46 lakh polling stations. I would be grateful if you can convey this. 6.46 lakhs polling stations, and minimum on each station there are 3 units of the EVM, which is ballot unit, which is the VVPAT, and which is the CPU. Of all these 6.46 lakhs polling stations, many of which are as tough as this. And I'll tell you how they are tough. अभी आपने इस वीडियो में देखा कि एक रोप वे पर एक व्यक्ति को लाया जा रहा था, उसको हार्ट की प्रॉब्लम हो गई. ही वॉज ए पर्सनल एम्प्लॉय, ही वॉज ए पोलिंग ऑफिसर. उसको लाना मुश्किल हो गया, और एक जगह आपने देखा गाड़ी नहीं निकाली जा रही थी. Exactly in these 13 elections, only 4 incidents happened, जो दिन भर टीवी पर चलती रहीं, दिन भर. एक असम में जब रात के 10-11 बजे भारी बारिश में वो दूसरी प्राइवेट गाड़ी में आए. It was a violation of the protocol, no doubt, but I am just trying to tell you the scale. Out of 6.46 lakhs, only 4. One was in Tamil Nadu, where somebody came on a scooter in a hurry to deposit the machines. One was in West Bengal, and one was in UP. That's all. And imagine what happens whole day. Because I understand it gets more TRP, but it whole day these is shown, and the employees, when we talk to them, believe me, it's very painful for them. They say that 6.46 lakhs minus 4 are just forgotten how much work they have done. So just to sensitize you, nothing more. Coming to the informed voting, this is our KYC app. All the citizenry can know about the candidates, their criminal background. This is about the C-Vigil, I'm sorry. The vigilant citizens, they can make any complaints, and all these details in detail we have given in each of these states, so that voters in those 3 states of Tripura, Meghalaya and Nagaland can use this. And believe me, it is helping us. You remember in the recently held elections, we confiscated goods close to how much, around 900 crores as against 40-50 crores of the last 2018 elections in Himachal and Gujarat. Large part of it was helpful to us. And repeatedly telling through the medium of the press, our friends, it helps us to ensure that the elections are free and the inducement free. We will also deploy observers in these 3 states. 64 expenditure observers. We have identified expenditure sensitive constituencies. In some states there are more. Out of these 3, in some states there are more, because each state is different. Each state's context is different. We will also have 69 general observers, and we will have 33 police observers in these places. And large number of instructions have been given to enforcement agencies to curb the flow of cash, to asking banks to keep a watch on the accounts, also asking them, again, the use of money also, people are becoming smart. Time we came to a situation where the bank account is used to transfer money through the ballots or something to the large number of voters. We have asked banks to keep a watch on this. We will monitor the ballots, we will monitor the payments through electronic means, and we will also monitor the withdrawal of used cash or deposits of used cash in any account in these 3 states, and also wherever elections are held. We have also directed the Narcotics Bureau and the State Excise to very, very strictly look for drugs, because this, not in this area, otherwise also you saw it in Bengal, you saw it in Punjab and Gujarat also, last elections, large number of seizures were made. So drugs also we have very, very strictly said. So in a nutshell, our paramilitary forces have already this time reached these 3 states, and they are already involved in area domination. And because of that, I am again happy to report, because of that, the incidents of violence so far are nil. And we are hopeful. We have told our DOs, and citizens also want this not to happen. They are also very much in favor, and we have appealed to them while we were there that please help us by knowing any possibility through C-Vigil or something, bring it to our notice so that we can get your help to curb it. Model Code of Conduct will now come into force in these 3 states, and next, if we can show you the schedule, the dates would be something like this. Tripura, and we have taken let me tell you first this, the date of issue of notification in case of Tripura would be January 21, and last date of making nominations January 30. We will also put it on social media account of ours immediately, so that you can take this. You can put it right now. So if you want, it can be downloaded from our sweep handle. Meghalaya and Nagaland would have it on 31st January, and thereafter both of them have the poll together. The date of poll would be February 16th in case of Tripura and February 27th. So we are finishing all the polling in the February 27, within February itself. This is to take into account, this has taken into account that the examinations schedules are also taken into account and that children are not really disturbed by this to the extent possible. So since most of the exams are by and large in March, we have tried to finish this in February itself, and no polling station is in any school which is a CBSE related school whose CBSE schedule has come. So there is only one paper before this, but we have ensured that in no school there is a CBSE center or a CBSE school. Next, this is all the dates. We are also having by-elections. There are by-elections now. Whatever are the vacancies reported to us so far, we are all covering them, and this is the tradition again we are starting, not to wait. As soon as there are vacancies, we try and finish up, though we can wait technically for 6 months, but we are finishing it, keeping it update, giving the electorate to have their representatives. So there is one AC each in Arunachal, Jharkhand, West Bengal, Tamil Nadu, 2 ACs in Maharashtra and 1 parliamentary constituency in Lakshadweep. The details would be available of these names of these constituencies, and the schedule would be like this. They will go with the Meghalaya and Nagaland poll on the same day. That means the February 27th would be date of poll, and January 31st being the date of notification. Thank you, friends. Again, through you, I want to appeal to all the voters to come forward, participate in the large number, and strengthen the democracy, deepen it further. And through the media, I am sure all this will reach them, and media this time would also be far more receptive to showing some good stories of the election. There are a large number of good stories which are being produced. We have also taken on ourselves. We have asked the DOs to please document those success stories. Please document. So they are also in the process. I am sure they will also do that. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I would now invite all your questions. Kindly introduce yourself along with your
HC Go Assured के साथ कैंसलेशन पर मिलेगा इंस्टेंट रिफंड।
डाउनलोड करने का क्या?
Government's